been walking through the fire. Every step her heart's still higher. Storms may try to dim her flame, but she's covered in his name. Every tear has turned to prayer. Every weight he chose to bear. She keeps moving, she won't break, 'cause her soul's in his embrace. Uplift her, she rises strong, Her desire is for the one whose love never fails. Through the trials, through the flames, uplift her, she'll testify. Grace and truth in her eyes. She's a story, she's a song. She's been held by love all along.
Hello, hello, hello. I am really excited to be able to share from the heart on Women's Month and to encourage you. So today the word that I have is becoming. Becoming. And the thing with becoming is that we're becoming in so many areas of our lives. I want to specifically speak to answering the call as a woman in ministry. Becoming who God has called you to be, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it stretches you, and even when you feel unqualified, especially that part. Many of us wrestle with questions like, am I ready? Am I good enough? Can God really use me? But the truth is, God has never called the qualified. He qualifies the call. The Bible reminds us in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 5, that not that we are competent in ourselves to claim anything for ourselves, but our competence comes from God. So if you can remember that your competence comes from God, the battle is half won. So your ability doesn't come from your past, your education, or even your title. It comes from God. Let me give you a real life scenario. There once was a woman, just like many of us, who felt a deep burden to pray for others. She wasn't a pastor, she didn't have a platform, and she struggled with self-doubt. One day, someone at her workplace was going through a crisis and quietly said, "Can you pray for me?" She hesitated, feared, whispered, "What if you say the wrong thing?" But faith whispered louder, "What if this is why you were called?" She prayed anyway. That simple act opened doors for people to come. Soon she was leading prayer groups, encouraging others, and walking boldly in ministry. Not because she had it all together, but because she said yes. Sisters, ministry often begins in those small hidden moments. The word of God says in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 10, "Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin." Don't overlook where you are now. God is using it to shape you. And let's be honest, there will be challenges. There will be moments when you feel unseen, unheard, or even unsupported. But I want you to remember this. Galatians chapter 6, verse 9 says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Your labor is not in vain. God is raising women in this hour, women who will pray, preach, teach, nurture, lead, intercede with boldness and compassion. You are not called to compare yourself to someone else. You are called to walk in your assignment. And there is the beautiful truth. Esther chapter 4, verse 14 declares, and who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your becoming. So step forward, even in your voice, that voice that shakes. Serve even if you feel unseen. Speak even if you feel unqualified. Because when God calls you, He goes before you. Let me leave you with this. You are chosen. You are equipped. You are anointed. And you are becoming exactly who God designed you to be. May God bless you and keep you. And remember, you are anointed to do the work that the Lord is asking you to do. Be blessed.
She's been walking through the fire. Every step her heart's still higher. Storms may try to dim her flame, but she's covered in His name. Every tear has turned to prayer. Every weight He chose to bear. She keeps moving, she won't break, 'cause her soul's in His embrace.